Welcome back to the A Starship, and this is the first live stream. Where it is the A Starship. It used to be Kabuki Starship, named after the Kabuki Theater of Consciousness, and now that's just, the Kabuki Toolkit, and we are the A Star Starship. I have another startup called A Startup, the A Star Startup. Make your startup an A startup with the A Star Startup. So we're working on the serial Chinese room interprocess and telemetry script. Got a new bit pattern for the 64-bit UUID. It's using a 4-year epic seconds timestamp with a 27-bit source ID, and then, 28-bit source ID, and then 27 bits manages what? There's like a sub-second ticker, but that's only like 8 bits. Oh wait, so you can make an anonymous ID that does not store the timestamp with it, because the timestamp being stored with the UUID allows us to very quickly look it up in an SQL database. So what's the other thing we got to do? We have to fix this B sequence so that the Chinese room abstract stack machine, the Krabs machine, can parse these expressions asynchronously using our sockets API. So let's check it out. What do we got? Oh yeah, shoot, I was supposed to change that out. I think this is in binary. .h. Am I looking for it? Where is it? Oh, shouldn't there be a test in here? Nope. Maybe it is in binary.hxx, that one. Or HPP. And just looking at the current document. Aren't I looking for it? Yeah, here it is there. I don't think that this is actually supposed to be here. I think I messed up. So the inline here doesn't matter. It doesn't actually inline. Oh, sorry. If I just made a function declaration like this, then the first inline doesn't matter. I would have to, it has to be in line with this. So we're looking for what? Error? Oh, shoot. That's not it. What is it? The test tape? Test. Right. I think it needs to be in here. Does anything in here say is there? No. I don't know what to say because this macros, I really like these macros for debugging. We have the debug.h. There's release. And then there's an undep. All right. And so release, this is what happens when you're in release mode. And then in debug mode, you get a different set of macros. And so this is what I'm looking at right now. This putter function. It's supposed to be is error. Assert. Wait, hold on. No, F is error. Sometimes I don't think. I made this. And then footer. I don't really want to change where that function is at. But I've been having a little bit of trouble with this pointer error system. Just implementing it. I feel like it's a good idea. I know feeling is not really necessarily the best, you know. Going off the vibes can sometimes be a disaster. But what I see is that the code is pretty clean. And I like the functionality enough to where I'm willing to work with it. Let's see if we can get away with it. Does this thing import binary? Test? Yes. Cool. All right. I was hoping that I didn't have to import binary. Where's binary? So let's look at this. Why does this work? Because I'm a little bit, I haven't hacked on this code in a while. T break. And then this is the one that I need to. This is the one little bit of a hacky thing that my API does that I like. I've never wanted to replace this. I just wish that it could be automated where you got to stick the breakpoint here. It is possible too to do while true like that. I could. I'll leave that there. I don't really want to make up that decision right now. I don't know if you see a decision like that being made anytime in the next month or two, but I'll leave that there. What's the task at hand? So let's go back to the craft, the Chinese room abstract stack machine. This thing is kicking my ass conceptually. What happened? So this is actually way easier to parse than before. But now I have the new context types. I think that's the lowest hanging fruit. So where's the... What is the B sequence that I'm looking at? I got too many things open. I can't. My brain doesn't work well with all that stuff open. I'm not one of those dudes that has like 50 tabs open. I have currently some classes that are pinned tabs, and then one news story for my live stream that I'm going to do as soon as I get caught up some work. So the B sequence. Maybe that's not what I'm looking at. B in, B out. I don't know if I really want these in different files. I mean, it makes sense with the way that it's. Maybe they both need to be in the B in out. I don't like how like the in and the out functions are in different files. They are very large though. Well, I would, it'll get bigger. Already is somewhat big and unwieldy. So here's the error. So this is definitely not null. Okay. No. All right. So I initialize the CRAS machine. Stack booper, new booper total. Crabs operating. What is that? Oh, nope. Okay. Current script. All right. I don't need to have this. I think it makes sense to not. What is an operand? Oh my gosh, no. What is an operand? Oh, I hate it when you like go back to a project and you're like, what the hell is this shit? I don't remember any of this. No. That's the is this the abstract interface? All right, so this is the interface. All right. Do I really want this? Returns the name of the given operand. Do I want this? Oh, wait, sorry, I thought that wasn't here. I thought there was only one function in there. All right. So we just got the star function. Hmm. Oops. All right. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Hard to mix expensive cameras with cheap cameras. I'm just gonna turn that one off. I was really annoyed with the cheaper camera because it it's just the sensor was fine, but the camera part of it was garbage compared to the Sony. But you know, I don't want to like leave my expensive camera on all the time. So I think what I need to do is just get a f/1.0 Starlight M12 lens on AliExpress. You get the 8 megapixel one. There's a cheaper one, and then the 8 megapixel is like $12 or $13 with shipping. It's actually a really good deal. But you gotta like replace the lens inside of the webcam. You might be able to do it with your webcam. All right, so what's going on with this? Where do I set the... Yeah. And it's not here. Not there. It's in the... We're in the BN. So this is in the crabs and the... This thing. There's the boofer bites. I have... So that's the... Boofer total. Huh? What is new boofer total? That's pretty big difference. Stack total. That's not really the correct terminology for this. This is the bytes. Stack bytes minus 1. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I just do? So stack total. What is this? That's like stack total is like the maximum count. Anything that says total is the maximum count. And so that's where I'm a little bit confused with the... Why is this... How am I going from, here's the size of my stack, to now here's the size of my stack? I'm a little bit taken aback by that one. I have no clue what to do. This. So what am I calculating here? I guess I need to look to see where I'm using it, and then header total. Because this is a lot. Like, why am I... total. This seems like this is a completely different. Like, isn't this supposed to be like? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is is and then what is this, like stack bytes? And then stacked buffer bytes. Because I mean, this seems like bozo. I don't know exactly. I've been trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here in this line of code for quite a while. Like, I know it probably made sense at one point in time. And then it doesn't have any, it just seems like out of the blue. But I'm such a good programmer that I'm like sitting here like, what the fuck? Am I like just like Code Ninja and I'm like way better than myself at programming, or is this completely bozo, right? This would make sense. Stack bytes. You know, if it was like I just accidentally replaced the variable name. I just didn't notice exactly what was going on. Sure. All right. So, I mean, that seems like it would make more sense. So, header bytes. What is this again? I don't like this wording. I mean, I understand what I'm trying to say. The header in this API consists of more than the C++ struct. There's a buffer. It's dynamic. So what? Do I have some sort of chart? I need a chart to look at. The hell? Crabs.h. This should provide. Here we go. So here's the I mean, most people would call this the header, right? But what am I calling the header? Sorry, I haven't worked on this in long enough to where it's causing a lot of problems trying to get my live stream back up and running. But it just keeps revolving around where it's like, I need this technology. First off, I have to compete in the industry, and everybody else is competing with other things. And this is what I got to compete with. Yeah. So what is this, the header? A slot. Stick it in a buffer. And then the evaluated result. So why am I calling this the header size over here? 2 times void star times stack total. And that is what about the slot? What the fuck is the slot? The hell is this? Okay. Maybe this should say DTC. But I don't know. Well, I think I know. Because I was like doing something with the B sequence to where I needed like 32-bit, and then I was like wasting bytes or something, storing 16-bit data types as a 32-bit type. And then I changed that. And then I have absolutely no clue exactly what I'm doing anymore, unfortunately. Oh no. Yeah, so we write out a B sequence. Well, we haven't even gotten past the initialization point. We're stuck just trying to get a good pass here for a couple of days. And we're stuck down here. So buffer bytes. I'm unaware of why I'm passing in the buffer bytes. I mean, seems like I need to use like buffer bytes divided by 2. Buffer bytes. Buffer bytes. And then wait, why am I changing this again? Equals buffer bytes minus this. Okay, so stack one plus 1. What's the plus 1 from? And 2. So here's the divide by 2. Buffer byte. This seems like it's like why is it stack total minus 1 though? I've been so confused about that because it seems like it's supposed to be there for a reason because I'm really good at programming. And usually when I don't know what I'm doing and I try to change something that I used to do, it was there for a reason. This one's just really out of place. I mean, I could totally understand, 2 times the pointer size, right? Well, but where like here's one stack of pointers, right? And then the slot is the B in and the B out. Okay. So there's not where, and then the buffer evaluate a result. What am I putting in the buffer? Some like special K or something? Putting heroin in the buffer. I'm joking. Joking. Alcohol in the buffer. Oh. All right. All right. All right. So stack total -1. Where the hell would I ever do that? Like if I was storing one of them as like a variable in the header struct. I mean, that'd be kind of weird. I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest, um, because maybe in the header struct, like the last thing, the last member in the header struct was like array element 0 of the stack, right? So let's look at that. Is that what I did? Because that would make sense if I did that. I mean, it's a little bit. Oh, so there's a slot here. And why is this here? Args. I don't really like that this is a reference. I have no idea why it's like that. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I should probably just change it. Because that's been confusing me because I guess I wasn't really thinking about. So these are about what was going on. So the stack, is that like a stack of slots? Because it seems like I'm a little bit confused, but maybe I should I can look at the where I created it. You know, this might tell me a little bit more. So I have a boofer byte 2048. I think I remember seeing that. So the boofer words. All right. And then I have boofer and then unpacked expression. And then, what about args? Is it not? I don't have args in here. Okay. So here's why I didn't like that thing. It definitely sniffed of this is wrong. I'm just gonna have to change this. First off, I don't even think we have anything, so we'll, just so confused. So like this was because the only reason why I would have -1 here is if I had the thing at the end that was like an array. And so this is like slot. You can just think of this as slot 0. Because that would make sense. That's not like the worst way about going about doing something. When you have a dynamic header size. Okay, so 2 times the size of the operand. Or sorry, of a word. So 2 times the size of the word. I'm just confused because we got this here, right? And then there's the slot. And then the slot is And everybody's going to get their turn in the slot and the ratchet. I'm joking. All right. Crabs R's equals nil, right? Okay. Carbs? No, crap. And then don't I need to do something with the slot? Times ISC. This doesn't make any sense. Why is it like that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Because this is a stack of operand pointers. Okay. So it couldn't possibly be that. This has to be an error. Huh? Why is it? I'm just not going to argue with that. I'm just going to replace it with the, quite obviously, it would have to be operand pointer. Base putter, and then this is the base. Whoa, what the hell is this? Woo! This should be part of the standard, although they'd probably be putting it like this, but I think it's totally fine to do this. T-putter, it's like the missing secret sauce in C++, dude. And C-putter, too. I do it like this, because I'm sorry, I'm a little bit more OCD. I recognize my faults. Y'all can kiss my ass. I'm sorry. I got OCD. Yep. I'm not hireable, dude. Not hireable. Not hireable. Too opinionated in his own API. He's not hireable. He doesn't want to. He's using Chimera case. There's something wrong with this guy. I don't know what is people's problem with Chimera case. I've been doing it long enough to where, like, I don't see what the hell you guys are, like, bitching about. Obviously, you guys aren't doing enough work. Why is this in here? This inline? There's inline fill. I hate that. With my API, you don't have to do this. This whole thing about, like, the inline thing is redonkulously retarded. Like a huge donkey penis. Just slapping you upside. I feel like some people suck the fun out of absolutely everything with their stupid roles. I wish that those people would just F off. I don't need that. I'm like debating whether or not I want to move this code. Because I think that this is ridiculous. I don't have to do it because I use one translation unit. And it's kind of like absolutely ridiculous that I would even need to do this. See, but then it makes it so this inline is useless. It doesn't do anything. Because you only get the inline if you put it here, right? So if you use multiple .cpp files, I mean, you're shit out of luck, bro. Definitely not going to be working. But if you use one translation unit, i.e. CPP file, you're just fine. Everything about that is stupid. Who the hell wants to do that? Why should this thought even be crossing anyone's mind? It's because they automate too much stuff in C++. I could see that being a reason not to use C++. You could the solution is like, yeah, it doesn't do anything when you put it up there, so what? Write them a letter and tell them to change it. I'm just gonna leave the inline there. Right? See, my way of doing C++ is better because I'm not brainwashed. I don't think I'm not like dependent on the state or my coworkers or my girlfriend or my friend group for my thoughts. I'm actually a completely self-contained intellectual unit. Hey, that'd be a cool shirt. Self-contained intellectual unit. What am I doing? Oh shit, son. What did I break this time? Breaking it all, huh? I didn't even look at the error because I just clean the thing. Something it's been having all these weird errors, man. What is this? What the hell am I looking at? Has changed. Why does it do this? I clean. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell is this? What? Damn, it's actually doing something? Shit, son. Oh, damn. Half boofer. Isn't that like the slot size? This is why you shouldn't reuse variables for other purposes, like I did with this, because this is just ridiculous, dude. There's no benefit to it. I think maybe I like developed the habit whenever I thought maybe I could use the variable and it'll like actually do something, but it's kind of retarded. This is like, yeah, that's not actually how that would work at all. So what about unpacked bytes? Unpacked bytes. Boofer bytes. Unpacked expression. Okay. For some reason, I thought that said D's nuts. I just saw D's and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have D's nuts so many times in the unit test. No, it says D's args. Okay, I mean, I can't fault it, as much as it's just, sometimes you go overboard with the D's nuts jokes nonstop. And it's like, okay, you got to look at yourself from the perspective of an outsider. I mean, yeah, if you're the kind of person that you're going to see that I wrote D's nuts all over the open source software, you can just F off and go find your own, write your own open source software if you really don't want any of the variables named D's nuts. I don't really care, but maybe that person might be turning me down because he doesn't want the boss to see all the immature D's nuts jokes. Did you ever think about that? Maybe he was okay with the D's nuts jokes, but maybe he was still a brainwashed beta simp getting controlled by Xena, social justice warrior princess in the office, right? And he's just too much of a spineless beta male wimp to do anything about it, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he can just F off, right? Why would I do this? It doesn't make any sense to print this out. All right. So header size. So it's doing something. Got some like Crabs BSQ line 67. All right. Okay, so there's an address. What the hell is this address thing? God damn it. Result. And what, so that I printed the BSQ? Is that what I printed? The stop. Okay. The stop was not set correctly here. Okay, so maybe I need to do. I think I could do think I can do another print function that just prints the. Wait, that's not it. Gotta be in the HPP. One option is to pass a flag. I'm just gonna, I don't want to pass a flag because that would kind of mess some other stuff up. We'll just do this. Let's take out that. Yeah, print. All right, and we'll just do the same thing for B in the HPP. What the hell? What the hell is this? This wouldn't even get run. Be in print. I don't want to say vars, but it works. I'm just gonna do that. So, oops, what the hell did I just do? HX. Okay. Um, what? What? Okay. Okay. Damn you. All right. Oh, might be in or might be out. Wait, why do I have two B out? So then there's one not. What is that? Doesn't even say. Okay, this missing a header. So is this the? This must be the. Yeah, because this thing is an underscore right here. All right. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to do that for the. Hold on, right? Huh? Why does it still have two B outs? Start, stop, read. Size. All right, and then what is the so what? I'm just so confused. Why does it say two B outs? Testing route. Did the first one not print right? here it is. Be out, right. Oh. Okay. Boom. Let down. Oh no. Struck again. Have to clean. You know, more than a tweaker over here. It's like Microsoft like is dropping meth or something through Visual Studio. Damn it. Well. Maybe no, this thing should say B. I feel like such a failure. I'm a boomer. I'm not a boomer. So 68. B out, print bars. Result came from where? Result equal G out, right? Where did the here's the need to make that and have one. All right, back up and running. Now I can read it. Stop is not set correctly. Hmm? Why is this stop as negative 1790? Kind of hurts my brain to think about that. So where the hell did I print this again? After, like right here, right? Not a slot, so like half a slot. A slot lane? So okay. So what am I like not getting the thing right when I'm printing it? Crabs be in, crabs be out. Yeah, so that should be the same place because I got that. Oh wait, there's a B in address. B in. Wait. This can't be. These. There can be only one. All right, so here's my problem. And this has totally been like messing me up. So I do not have dry code here. Looks like we have a BN address. What is the difference between these two things? Oh wait, here, this one's right. And then this one. Oh, never mind. Never mind, it's dry. I'm just being silly. Be out. Do I ever use this? Let's look around. Do I even need this? I don't like it. I mean, it's not like the worst, most egregious thing in the world, but plus header size. This just that absolutely does not look correct. T putter. Okay, so this is why we can't have nice things. Do we need this? I don't know if I really want that. I need a better policy on it. Why is this like this? Header size plus what? How do I know how big? You know how big the thing is? What do we got? Bytes left. Stack count, header size. All set to the BF slot. Socket bytes. I don't like that. I mean, header bytes, maybe. Yeah. Header bytes might make sense. Header size, total size of the header, but how is that? I mean, socket is just not really the. Shoot, so what's in a slot again? Oh, my head's swimming. I'm trying to get some decent progress on the live stream without being too distracting. Mm. I thought a slot was a B in and a B out. Or just a B out. Or just a B in. That was like Let me look at this print code again. How the hell is this thing getting the variables? What do I need to do? Get the size of the, but they're both the same, right? I'm not really a fan of this because I don't want to like load a value that's in between the wherever I'm trying to load and then the beginning of the header. I don't really want to do that. I just want to go directly to, I want to go from the header to the thing. So why am I not doing that? Grab that H. What is it? Total size of the header in what? In bytes? Okay. It's supposed to be that. I mean, this is like really old, isn't it? Oh shit, son. What are we gonna do? I need to start updating that. What do you call it? The bit pattern. So what do I have to do? Go and look up time. Timestamps. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh yeah, you know it's old because it says TM4. Woo! Damn, bro. Damn. Homie. Homie, what are you doing? Oh shit, am I really wanting to like... So what is the benefit of using a Subsecond.Id? It's a 64-bit UUID format with a 4-year timestamp and a 28-bit source ID and a 8-bit sub-second ticker. All right. And then if the sub-second ticker is over, I think like 192, then so it's not a full 8-bit. It's like if it's over 182, then the sub-second ticker gets lumped in with the source ID, and then basically it's an anonymization thing. I'm not 100% sure like everybody really wants that. I don't really think. Oh yeah, what's the benefit? So the benefit is I can have an anonymous source ID that has a timestamp, and then I can have a completely anonymous thing. But then the problem is that in order to search for it, you can't really search for it. So if it's completely anonymous, then you have to have a direct link to it. But you could, I mean, there's ways to get around that in your web. It's not like it's a quirk, but it's not like a huge hassle. It's just, it's like using x86, like a little bit hacky, but it does it, right? So what is going on? We have a timestamp of 4 years because it's long enough to move the data from the hot data to the cold data. With 64 bits, you only got so many bits. So the trick is to be able to look up your 64-bit UUID using an archived, the cold one. Since there's not anywhere near as many people using the cold one, we just do a binary search instead, using the extra bits. That was really, really complicated. I think it was generally a description that was like, it's accurate, but like, whoa, there was a lot of like little caveats in there, make it a little bit confusing. I have a write-up in Subsecond.Id. I don't know. I could just like keep going though, because like trying to do the timestamp thing, I don't know. Primarily, I just want to know why the hell it says negative 1790. All right. So boofer byte. I don't know if I like this. I mean, really what I want to call this is B in, B out bytes. I mean, it's okay that I'm doing this. This one. Still don't think that this is like what I'm supposed to do with this. But I'm gonna take off a little because like I'm not really feeling that really good right now. I did get a live stream up, so I'm gonna try to do another live stream tomorrow. It was a real struggle to get this live stream up. Am I gonna take off? Maybe I just want to just. Maybe I'm just trying to like I'm hitting that hard stuff, and then I need to like not take off. I'm gonna cancel that. I'm just gonna keep working. Negative 1790. I'm not feeling that bad. I'm just used to feeling bad, and it's like a variety of factors that are not currently an issue. I'm just gonna change this because I just don't like it. Hmm? That's definitely better form. Oh, this one's not supposed to exist anymore, huh? Address? What is this one? Oh. Do I want to do it like this? Not 100% sure why I'm passing in the IUA pointer. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because then I'd like guarantee to be word aligned. I guess that's why I have that address thing. I'm just going to get rid of this thing. Oh, this is absolutely not acceptable, dude. What? Okay, I need to do it the same way on both of them. Where's the B out? What I want to do? Bah. This should never happen. The error. It just should not happen. All right. Okay, for right now, I'm going to go with this. The asserter. Not sure what the fuck I was doing with this. Okay. Whatever it is, it has to be done on both of them. mean, it seems to be this one is the correct one. Boofa bites now. Boofa bites now. Boofa bites now. All right. So I'm not storing it. Where do I use this? So seems to me like what I need to do is do a bin equals crabs bin, and then bin. Do I need to go get they're open till 6. Okay. I gotta go get some hay for my bunnies at the farm store. Why does it say size? Stopped doing it like that a long time ago, so obviously this code is really old. Don't really like the B in and the B out in separate files. All right, so I fixed the other one, and then that one was an artifact. Did I break anything? Oh shit, son. Oh shit. Oh shit, son. Unresolved. Damn. I'm gonna have to write Congress about that one. Okay. Unresolved. Didn't do anything. Yeah. Did I not delete the... Nope, that's it, huh? All right, what does this do? I think it read it right. 880. Means that there's a 16. Okay. I mean, that would make sense because, 16 bytes for the struct, right? Okay. All right, sweet. Hey, fix something. What? Oh, now the stop is negative 1758. Son of something or other that I shouldn't say on YouTube. And you thought I didn't have a filter. All right, so where does it say after? No. No? I guess I'm that much of a loser, huh? Damn. That's what I get for being a white male. Never gonna get better. Only gonna get worse. Buy insurance. What? Maybe it's in the... There it is. It's gonna be up. Okay, this is better. I don't know, like, what's up with this? Maybe I could do before and after. Damn you. Oh, what's going on? Seems to be working here. Here, this was the one that I just did. Okay, we get to bin. Wait. Wait. Wouldn't I have to add back the... I'd have to add back the size of the header, right? What? B. right now I have to do that, or I have to switch it. I usually, what do I usually do? There's a little bit of a problem with like where you get the size offsets between like the arrays and the other POD types, like the arrays. So let's say you have an 8-bit array, right? So I'm using the first element to store the number of items in the array, right? So we don't want to store like the number of bytes that is taken up by the array, because then I'm significantly handicapping my number of indexes that I can have while increasing the amount of instructions required to do it, which slows it down too. So it's like bad, like a bad ping pong ball machine. So we don't want anything to do with it. So we're doing so you got the size of the object, and then this one is like, it's not like an 8-bit. I don't know if I want to go to the farm supply store. I saw how much hay we have. I think we could last till tomorrow. Well, that's not right. Huh? What happened here? Where did it get initialized? Right here? Okay. I don't understand how that one's going to mess up. So I added this and then it blew up. Where do I use bytes? Let's go look. Is that... So I had questioned whether or not I wanted to do that. Yeah. Being HXX. I could look at either. Bytes. What do I do? How does that work again? Oops. Okay. These ones aren't here anymore. Oh, this is so broken. It's complicated. No. Wish I was getting money for this, but you know. Nobody's here to hold my hand. If this really sucked that bad, I would have given up a long time ago. I think the yeah, the last little bit of trying to get an API to work is generally like a nightmare. It's a Pareto principle, you know. Oh yeah, these are like 128-bit types are supposed to be. Oh, it just hurts my head to look at that stuff. Sign for where are those types remapped to now? Yeah, this is the one that I have to update. This is the big enchilada. This one's like quite a bit of work. And then updating, there's probably some bozo shit. Like artifacts. Yeah, why do I have to do this? Ugh. Because it's cool. It's not really a good enough reason to do something. I guess when I was young it was. I needed experience. Yeah, that's not a good enough reason to do it. Well, experience, good job. Yeah, I don't know what to say, dude. I definitely regret a lot of choices in my career, like biting off more than I could chew. Should have just paid for the GNU API to use closed source. Sometimes it's cheaper to pay the licensing fee. In fact, most of the times it is. You don't want to have to do all that stuff yourself. Like me. Because I'm a loser. You don't want to be like me. Maybe someday I'll be a winner, but I still wouldn't advise you to try to go down my path because it just took way too long and just wasn't fun. To feel bad. I mean, maybe I might have felt bad had I taken another path too, but it's just not worth it to make your own API, dude. Contribute to somebody else's, dude. Reduce the pain, don't make more. Make friends. Not dead open source projects. So what needs to happen? This thing is like completely different than it used to be. Where's my variable length ones? I had variable length ones I'm looking for. The old table. What's up with the new table? Is this it? No, this is the extended block. Oh, here's the extended standard types, right? Is it this? Oh, what the fuck is this? VSV. Oh no, what do I do here? I thought it was an ISV. An IUV. Because I have multiple of them. There's the 32-bit and the 64-bit. And there's a 16-bit, I guess. Okay. Why is this? Where's the STB? There. Okay. All right. Oh, so these are just all the string types. Okay. This makes sense. And then here, the whole table to fill out. That'll take a month. But why is this like this? What is it? I'm confused. What am I doing wrong? What? That doesn't make any sense. No autocomplete? Oh, I want my money back. Okay. Can I make any progress on anything? I'm overwhelmed by this. It makes my brain want to hurt because there's so many layers of things. I did a little bit of work, you know, I got these things. I don't know if that's the way I want to go about doing it though. Oh, but what about a context? How about, can I get a context up in his house? Context word? Oh, look. Hey, look, I don't have a context word. Here, IUD. Context map? I mean, it's not the worst. Oh, what? Read. It hurts my head just thinking about how complicated that is. What is up with this one? Oh, B. Same thing for B out. Yeah. And we'll do the same for here. Oh. Contacts. Here's another headache up here. But there's some low-hanging fruit I can grab real quick. Oh, it gives me a headache just looking at that. That's just one big right function. Yay. Hooray. So I mean, I'm pretty sure the compiler is just going to change my switch case to some ifs, if it can. Because there's two ways to go about doing the switch. From the compiler's perspective, it can make a kind of like a function table pointer, like an instruction offset table. And then the switch statement will just like load one of the elements of that table. Okay, I got that. And then it's supposed to be the 128-bit types here. And then below that is the I just feel like I'm going to have a seizure with this algorithm, dude. I mean, for real, I feel like I feel the pain of how cool this is. You know, I have 8,000 contiguous data types, dude. It just hurts just thinking about that. Scanning 8,000 different types, reading and writing 8,000 different types with one algorithm. Yeah, why did I do this? Yeah, okay. You should let somebody else do it. Oh, doesn't matter how cool it is. I mean, that's like a language type system. You know. I mean, I don't have to have all the extra types. I can just have just the basic types, but oh. I mean, it's not all like super hard types. It's like what do you call it? I don't know. It keeps growing over years, though. It's like getting out of hand. What do I need to do? What case? What is he? What did I do? Unsigned, signed, or signed, unsigned? Unsigned, signed. Damn. QRSTU. Supposed to do it in alphabetical order. Sign. Unsigned. Unsigned. Sign. Unsigned. I thought about switching them. All right, and then 8-bit float wasn't really on the radar whenever I crafted this bit table. But I just load the 8-bit float from the data type. So that's a void type. So I don't like load the void types from the data section. Hence why they're called a void type. Some of the best work I've gotten done on this in a while. Still not getting that much progress, but it's just been rough, dude, trying to get back into this. I just stared at it for days, like, what the fuck? So the context map, what is that? Wasn't there like an error in the one of the H? Oh yeah, this one. What is this? Right. So I got to op right. Yeah. Isn't void art context map. DGB. Why did I have an ASCII? I don't remember why I had it as an ASCII. Was it because it was like, I have something complicated and I really don't really necessarily need. Why does it say this? Oh, sure. Pressing the caps on. What is this? Sure. Oh, termination. What does this do? Oh shit, son. What? Oh damn. Terminate? Oh shit. What is this? Back act response. Act back? No. That's what the act back is. Why terminate? Does that make sense here? Is in header? No, it's a DTB. Do to be. Oh. Huh? This. Okay. Are there more than many? No, just one in there. And then what, these are like private ones? Or did I put the inline in there because they're inline and then oh no. Now what do I do? Be outright. Don't I need a I need the context type. What? Sheet. Oh shit. What am I gonna do? Oh shit. All right. What is it? Does it? I did something. Now it's still got this this problem. Where am I initializing it? The first one's fine, and then this one is some repeated values going on. Maybe I could look at this in hex. What does this look like in hex? Doesn't really tell me anything. Well, it doesn't tell me much. Huh? Why am I adding the size of the BN? Because I subtracted it before. I don't really like this. All right, well, I'm gonna get off this live stream because I am I have to go get some hay. And it's been a couple of hours. I don't really need to have like 5 or 6 hour live stream. So hey, thanks for tuning in if anybody's left.